Today we're going to have some fun using ChatGPT to perform customer segmentation. We'll also do some descriptive statistics and some visualization. Let's learn about our made-up scenario. Fresh and Savory Grocery is a local grocery store. It is doing okay in the marketplace, but it does not have a customer segmentation strategy. Customer segmentation divides a customer base into groups based on shared characteristics for targeted marketing and personalized services. Without this, Fresh and Savory Grocery could lead to ineffective marketing efforts as the company might not accurately align its strategy with different customer groups' needs, behaviors, and preferences. This could also result in a suboptimal return on investment for their marketing efforts. So, we will use ChatGPT to analyze their made-up customer data to create an effective customer segmentation model using data science to optimize that marketing return on investment. This will allow us to identify distinct customer groups, tailor marketing strategies accordingly, and drive higher customer engagement, conversion rates, and revenue. Don't worry, you do not need to understand data science for this analysis. We will leverage ChatGPT-4's big brain to do the heavy lifting for us. What you will need to be able to do is understand and interpret the results so that we can create customer segmentation. As we all know, ChatGPT sometimes hallucinates, that is, makes things up. So I have also done all of this work in either Python or Excel so that we have a source of truth. Let's take a quick tour of the data set. This data is from 2022. We see that we have categories for our customer purchases in produce, meat, seafood, alcohol, and bakery. We also see how they make their purchases: web purchases, home delivery, and in-store. Let's begin by telling ChatGPT that you are a data scientist. Fresh and Savory Grocery is a local grocery store that needs a customer segmentation strategy. Using this data, let's create a customer segmentation strategy. First, please describe this data. And I'm going to drop in our CSV of our marketing data. Great. We now have a description of the data, and ChatGPT even caught that I misspelled something in the data. Now, let's ask ChatGPT to provide some descriptive statistics for the data. Also, you might not be familiar with what descriptive statistics are, so we're going to also ask ChatGPT to define that for us. Let's review what ChatGPT told us about this information. It defined descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics summarize and provide information about the data in your data set. They give you a simple overview of the distribution and spread of values within your data set, often through measures of central tendency, like mean and median, dispersion or variability, like standard deviation and range, and the shape of the distribution, like skewness. Descriptive statistics can also include measures like count, which tells you how many observations you have, and measures that describe the distribution of categorical data, such as the frequency of each category. Here, we can see the analysis of the numerical data. We have customers who make about $71,000 a year, but there's also some standard deviation. We can see that there's a wide range of birth years. We can see that the average family size is about 2.6, so that's parents and kids. We can see for total purchases, shows an average about 15 purchasers per customer. We can see that for web visits, there's an average of approximately 5.3 visits, with some customers visiting up to 20 times per month. And we can see how many times people have been accepting our campaigns. As for our non numerical data, we can see that most of our customers have gone to college. Many of them are partnered, so partnered or married. And we have a number of different signups in our data set for our loyalty program. Now, let's get a little bit more familiar with the categories that are sold at the grocery store. So let's ask ChatGPT to calculate the max, min, mean, median, and mode for each of the categories. Now we have this data, and I'm going to copy and paste it so that we can compare it in a source of truth of Excel. This is a step you don't need to do, but I'm showing you this so that we can easily see that both Excel and ChatGPT has come up with the exact same information. Therefore, ChatGPT is correct based on our source of truth, that is, analyzing this data in Excel. Now, let's start to visualize this data. Let's create some histograms of a few of our variables. Maybe we'll use this in a future report. Great. We have some visualizations of the data and we have some explanation of it. Let's just do one more quick check of this versus a source of truth in a Python notebook. I know it might be a little hard to see, but our Python notebook and the information generated by ChatGPT match. So ChatGPT correctly calculated the information. Let's take a deeper look at our data. So ChatGPT tells us for income that the income shows a right skew pattern right here that indicates the majority of customers have incomes on the lower end of the scale, with a few customers having higher incomes. For family size, we see that most customers have 2 or 3 children. For produce spending, we see that it is heavily skewed to the right, showing that most customers spend low amounts, with a few spending higher amounts. For meat, we also see that it is right skewed, with most customers spending less and a small amount spending a lot more. Seafood also follows that pattern. Alcohol spending, however, shows a broad range of spending behaviors. It's still a little right skewed, but there's a noticeable amount of higher spending, and we can visually see that here. Lastly, bakery items is also right skewed, indicating that while most customers spend less, a few customers spend significantly more. Guess those are our customers with a sweet tooth. Let's start to learn how our customers like to purchase. Let's start with a very broad question. Tell me about how our customers prefer to purchase: web purchase, home delivery, or in store. Okay, we can see that on average, customers made about 4.1 purchases through the web. Customers made an average of 2.7 purchases that were delivered to their home, and the average number of in store purchases is higher at about 5.9. So, this data suggests that customers prefer to make their purchases in store, followed by web purchases, and are least likely to opt for home delivery. Well, that's really good so that we can plan for the future. Now, let's start to understand some of that deal purchasing behavior in the data. Okay, so we see here some information about deals. Let's look at ChatGPT's analysis. This analysis shows a moderate engagement with deals purchases among our customer base, with a wide range in the number of deals purchased made by different customers. Some customers appear to be highly motivated by deals, making numerous purchases, while others are less influenced or possibly unaware of available deals. Hmm, maybe this is something that can eventually help us in our customer segmentation. Let's ask one more question of the data. Do our customers often contact our customer service department? Wow, this is great. This analysis suggests that customers very rarely contact the customer service department with complaints, indicating high customer satisfaction. Wow. Go fresh and savory team. Okay, now it's time to start doing some data science. Please create a correlation matrix of this data. Okay, that's a lot of information. I was expecting ChatGPT to create the visualization first and the interpretation second, but it did it the other way. Let me zoom in on this correlation matrix and then read to you how ChatGPT describes the data. Here is ChatGPT's interpretation of this correlation matrix. For income and spending, it says that there's a positive correlation between income and spending in various categories, such as produce, meat, seafood, and alcohol. This indicates that higher incomes are associated with higher spending in these categories. For family size and kids, there's a strong positive relationship between the number of kids and family size, which is expected. For web visits and web purchases, a negative correlation exists between web visits per month and income, suggesting that higher income customers visit the web less frequently. However, there is a positive correlation between web purchases and income, indicating that when higher income customers do visit, they are more likely to make a purchase. In store versus home delivery purchases. There's a positive correlation between in store purchases and total purchases, suggesting that customers who make more in store purchases also tend to have a higher total number of purchases. Similarly, home delivery purchases are positively correlated with income, indicating that higher income customers might prefer the convenience of a home delivery. Web visits and home delivery purchases. There's a significant negative correlation between web visits per month and income. Now we're ready to do our customer segmentation. I had to refresh ChatGPT. That just happens from time to time. I reloaded the data and asked it to familiarize itself with it. We're now going to ask it to do a sampling of this data, focusing on purchasing behavior, and beginning with an elbow analysis, which is a common data science technique for clustering. This dataset only contains 2,200 customer records. It's a very small dataset. However, over the past few days, I have been trying to get ChatGPT to analyze the whole dataset, and it has timed out and failed. That is why we're using a sampling technique. We now have this nice analysis of our data. Since this is an elbow analysis, we're going to look at the bend in the curve, which comes in here about 3. So let's use that to ask ChatGPT to do customer segmentation using k-means 3 and focusing on purchase behavior. Here are our 3 customer segmentations. Now let's have ChatGPT help us get to know these customers better. So please write a detailed description of each cluster, focusing on their demographics and purchasing behavior, and make a recommendation of how we should market to them. Also, give each segment a pithy name. Wow, now we have some great information on our three segments: our digital natives, our value seekers, and our hybrid shoppers. Let's take this to the next level and ask ChatGPT to create a story like narrative about these customer segments. Think of if we had all this great quantitative data and maybe we had some qualitative ethnographic data. If we mixed those together, we could probably tell a really compelling story. So let's see if ChatGPT can do that for us. And now it's story time. Let's learn about our customer segmentation.
Fresh and Savory Grocery is a beloved local market that prides itself on offering an exceptional selection of high-quality produce, meat, seafood, and bakery items. This family-owned establishment has been a staple in the community for years, drawing in customers with its commitment to freshness and flavor. Its new customer segmentation strategy will unlock new revenue potential. Let's dive into understanding each of these segments. Digital natives. The streamlined shoppers meet Alex and Jordan, epitomes of the digital native segment. Living in a sleek urban apartment, they embody efficiency and tech savviness. With demanding careers in tech and design, they value their time immensely. Alex and Jordan shop almost exclusively online, preferring to spend minimal time browsing. They're attracted to stores that offer a seamless digital experience, easy navigation, personalized recommendations, and, most importantly, swift delivery options. Despite their busy schedules, they're always on the lookout for quality and convenience, and are willing to pay a premium for both. They appreciate targeted emails that speak directly to their preferences and are likely to engage with brands that understand their lifestyle, showing a high acceptance of well-crafted marketing campaigns. To them, shopping isn't just about acquiring goods. It's about finding brands that resonate with their digital-first approach to life. Value seekers, the budget-conscious family. Imagine Sarah and Mike, a couple with two young children, living in a cozy suburban home. Sarah, a school teacher, and Mike, a public servant, are the quintessential value seekers. They are always on the hunt for the best deals to stretch their household budget. Saturdays are for family outings, often including a trip to the grocery store where they enjoy discovering discounts and specials together. The digital world for them is a tool to compare prices, find coupons, and plan their shopping trips. They're less likely to make impulse buys online, preferring to touch and see products in person. Value seekers like Sarah and Mike are cautious about their purchases, preferring tangible experiences and the satisfaction of securing a bargain. For them, shopping is a carefully planned adventure, with every saved dollar a small victory in maintaining their comfortable, happy home. Hybrid shoppers, the versatile consumers. Elena and Chris represent the hybrid shoppers. Living in a vibrant neighborhood that's a blend of residential and commercial spaces, they enjoy the best of both worlds. Elena is a freelance graphic designer, while Chris works in marketing. They thrive on flexibility and the freedom to choose between shopping online from the comfort of their home or visiting local stores to enjoy the hustle and bustle of their community. Hybrid shoppers like them are not just shopping. They're also exploring, whether that's browsing through online stores late at night or enjoying weekend mornings wandering through local markets and boutiques. They're equally comfortable with clicking a button as they are with chatting with local artisans. Marketing to Elena and Chris means engaging them across multiple platforms with cohesive messaging that mirrors their fluid lifestyle. offering them the convenience of online shopping and the tangible experience of in-store purchases. Each of these customer segments, digital natives, value seekers, and hybrid shoppers, paints a vivid picture of the diverse consumer base at Fresh and Savory Grocery. Understanding their stories is key to creating meaningful connections through tailored marketing strategies. By recognizing the unique preferences and behaviors of Alex, Jordan, Sarah, Mike, Elena, and Chris, the grocery store can curate experiences that resonate deeply, foster loyalty, and drive purchasing behavior across the spectrum of their valued customers.
Thank you for watching this video. Please remember to like, comment, and share this video and subscribe to this channel for more content like this. Please let me know below in the comments what you'd like to see in a future video. Thank you.